the Association of Consulting Engineering Companies, Ontario, presents the Ontario Engineering Project Awards 2021. Now, from the luxurious Fairmont Royal York Hotel in beautiful downtown Toronto, here is our award ambassador, Kevin Frankish.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your host for this evening, Kevin Frankish. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. I am your host, Kevin Frankish. This time last year, I was welcoming you to the Consulting Engineers of Ontario Award program, the OCEA, and a lot has changed in this last year. And I would like to welcome you now to the ACEC Ontario 2021 Engineering Project Awards. Yes, thank you. Thank you. And last year, if you remember, at the end, I said I sure hope that we will be together again at the Royal York this year, but sadly, it's still not possible. So instead of bringing you here to the ballroom, we are bringing the ballroom to you. I would like to now introduce Bruce Matthews, Executive Director of ACEC Ontario. Over to you, Bruce.
Thank you, Kevin, and good evening, everyone. Well, here we are again. So much is the same as last year, and yet so much is different. As an association, we're now ACEC Ontario. I'm the Executive Director, and this event is the Ontario Engineering Project Awards Gala. But still, COVID-19 keeps us from meeting in person. Nonetheless, it is my pleasure to welcome you to this evening's gala, where we recognize and celebrate the best work of ACEC Ontario's member firms. Consulting engineers are problem solvers by nature. They plan, facilitate, and drive change to create a better world. The second law of thermodynamics tells us that change is inevitable, and that without inputs and controls, that change tends toward disorder and chaos. This is true of physical systems as much as it is for socioeconomic systems. So creating positive change in anything requires constant effort. Solving the social, environmental, and economic challenges of today requires constant innovation, driven by design and understanding the underlying science. Engineering exists at the intersection of scientific principles and design principles. ACEC Ontario member firms are centers of excellence and thought leadership for a broad range of today's challenges. This gala is about recognizing the impact consulting engineering has on society and celebrating the outstanding achievements that our member firms' efforts have brought to their projects and their clients. ACEC Ontario member firms create order from chaos to benefit the lives of people around the world. So many great projects were nominated, all of which are a testament to our profession and our industry and to the irreplaceable value of consulting engineering. I would like to extend congratulations to all of the finalists and the award recipients. A special shout out to our sponsors, and I would also like to thank our staff and the judges for making this event possible. Tremendous job all around. Thank you for being here, and I look forward to seeing you all in person next year. Enjoy the show.
Our returning judges. Ken Brown. Recently retired from Public Works for the City of Brampton, Ken also served for 12 years as the Public Affairs and Services Counselor at the Ontario Association of Certified Engineering Technicians and Technologists. Tibor Turi. Dr. Tibor Turi is the President and Chair of the Board of Directors of the Ontario Society of Professional Engineers and the Executive Director at the SOCIP Consortium. John Thompson, past president, Municipal Engineers Association. John is the retired Director of Environmental Services for the City of Barrie. John Dawson, President and Founder for GenPro. Serves on the Executive Board of Directors for the Ontario General Contractors Association and is the immediate past chair. Alexander Sandy Brown. Sandy has been a consultant for over 40 years in geotechnical and materials engineering. Currently, he's a private consultant working for the Canadian Council of Independent Laboratories and is an assistant program director for CCIL's aggregate program across Canada. And Calvin Brooke, Principal, Brooke McElroy Incorporated. Calvin is director of the Ontario Professional Planning Institute's Council and served as a member of OPPI's Indigenous Planning Perspectives Task Force. He is a past member of the City of Toronto's Design Review Panel and a senior fellow of the University of Toronto's Global Cities Institute. Thank you all for dedicating your personal time, efforts, and expertise to help make this program possible. Now, back to the awards.
All right, thank you, and welcome back to the ballroom here at the Fairmont Royal York. We are now ready to start with our awards, and we begin with the Awards of Excellence.
Award of Excellence for firms with 1 to 50 employees. Finalist, Integral Group, George Brown College, The Arbor. The Arbor is anticipated to become Toronto's first tall-wood, low-carbon institutional building, which will bring a unique deep green element to the George Brown College waterfront campus. The structure will revolutionize Toronto's building landscape and advance Canada's sustainability agenda by becoming the first tall-wood research institute in the country. A net zero carbon target has been set by George Brown College in their commitment to sustainability, as well as LEED Gold and Toronto Green Standard V3 Tier 4, and the Arbor will help them towards achieving this goal. Finalist, BBA 300 Megawatt Henvey Inlet Wind Project. Working for CER, a general contractor specializing in renewable energy, BBA has designed and commissioned the 300 megawatt Henvey Inlet Wind Project. This project is the largest single-phase facility of its kind in Ontario. Challenging soil conditions, a sensitive ecosystem, and record snowfalls exacerbated the project's complexity. But BBA successfully delivered the facility, which now provides substantial social, environmental, and economic benefits, including $10 million annually for the band and clean energy for 100,000 homes across the province. Winner, Integral Group, George Brown College, The Arbor.
Hi everyone, my name is Adam McLaughlin and I'm a principal here with Integral Group. I'm very proud to accept this award on behalf of the entire team here at Integral and also our extended consulting team in Moriyama and Tashima Architects and Acton Austria Architects. The Arbor is one of those career highlight projects that I'm massively proud to have worked on, and I would like to thank George Brown College for their vision and support in achieving such a project.
Award of Excellence for firms with 51 to 100 employees. Finalist, Blackwell Shoppers Drug Mart Flagship. Shoppers Drug Mart's new flagship retail building is located at the corner of Yonge and Charles Street in downtown Toronto. It was the first mass timber project in Toronto to have cleared the city approvals process. The original goal of the design was to retain and restore the 1880s heritage facades, which are located at a key Yonge Street View terminus. The building integrates the rich character of the original heritage structure with a new contemporary, historically sensitive infill. Blackwell's construction approach uses innovative new mass timber technologies to take full advantage of the heritage structure and to help address the limitations of the site. Finalist, Aramosa Engineering. City of Guelph Wastewater Services SCADA System Master Plan. Aramosa Engineering completed a multifaceted project for the City of Guelph Wastewater Services Department. The project included a critical needs assessment, asset inventory, and condition assessment of the entire wastewater treatment and collection system, development of SCADA standards, and a 15-year SCADA master plan, closely aligning with the new citywide strategic plan. The SCADA master plan included vision and mission definitions, analyzes the criticality of upgrades, and defines a critical path forward. The project plans included annual budgets for state of good repair, operational efficiency, and asset management of SCADA and associated appurtenances. Winner: Blackwell, Shoppers Drug Mart flagship.
Hello everyone, I feel honored to accept this award on behalf of Blackwell for the Shoppers Drug Mart project on Yonge and Charles Street in Toronto. It was a pleasure working on one of the first mass timber projects in Ontario, and I look forward to seeing the many, many more that are currently being built. I want to give a big thanks to the owner, Shoppers Drug Mart, and the amazing team that we had to work with, Brooke McElroy, of course, ERA, JMC and Timber Systems. I want to give a big thanks, of course, to the ACEC Ontario and the judges for this prestigious award. Thank you very much.
Award of Excellence for firms with 101 to 350 employees. Finalist: Tulloch, Huntsville Storm Sewer Inventory and Management. The town of Huntsville required a complete overhaul of their storm sewer network records over 2,000 structures. Tulloch assembled an inventory of the existing infrastructure, flushed and inspected each pipe, and developed a system to document results. This has provided the town with ease of subsequent updates and the ability to prioritize areas of need. Tulloch's creative, in-house solution to this complex problem can be applied to any municipality with any scope of infrastructure requiring inspection. Finalist: R.V. Anderson Associates Limited, Alton Village Streetscaping and Road Construction. R.V. Anderson was retained by the Region of Peel for detailed design and construction services for the reconstruction of 2 kilometers of road. This included 2 new bridge structures, improved public facilities, new streetscaping, and beautification. The village of Alton received a revitalized commercial center, and the showcase project provided low impacts to 2 sensitive watercourses and provincially significant wetlands. Project goals were achieved through an aggressive schedule and minimized impacts to the community during construction. Winner: Tulloch, Huntsville Storm Sewer Inventory and Management.
I would like to thank ACEC for this award. An award for a project like this is only possible by being innovative and focused on the client's needs. I would like to acknowledge our Tulloch team, particularly Sean Wetmore, and our subcontractor, Infrastructure Intelligence Services. Finally, I would like to acknowledge our client, the Town of Huntsville Public Works Department, for giving us the opportunity to work for them on this important project. Thank you.
Award of Excellence for firms with 350 plus employees. Finalist: WSP Recladding Project at Richmond Adelaide Centre. WSP's recladding project at the Richmond Adelaide Centre is transformative and demonstrates Oxford's commitment to excellence in real estate development, tenant services, and sustainability. WSP provided multidisciplined consulting engineering services for the investigation, design, and construction. Working on 2 fully occupied buildings required an approach that minimized disruption to building occupants and the public. The refabricated cladding solution, full site protection, and overhead work area enabled the project to be completed quickly while delivering a higher performing envelope with a renewed aesthetic. Finalist: Parsons Major Mackenzie Drive Schedule C Municipal Class Environmental Assessment and Preliminary Design and Detailed Design. Parsons undertook a Schedule C Municipal Class Environmental Assessment for Major Mackenzie Drive from Highway 400 to Jane Street in the city of Vaughan. The improvement included widening to 6 lanes and a multi-use pathway. The assignment included reconfiguration of the bridge over Highway 400, normalization of the west to north ramp, rehabilitation and widening of the 2 rigid frame bridges, and landscape and drainage design. Parsons is also providing design and contract administration services. Winner: WSP Recladding Project at Richmond Adelaide Centre.
On behalf of WSP in Canada, the facade engineering, structural, and mechanical engineering consulting team with whom I collaborated, with our project partners, WZMH Architects and Flint Canada, and of course on behalf of our great client Oxford Properties Group, I would like to thank ACEC Ontario for the great honor of awarding the Recladding Project at 120 and 130 Adelaide Street West as one of your projects of the year. This is truly a great honor. Thank you very much.
And now, back to Kevin.
Now that we have completed the Awards of Excellence, we move on now to the Awards of Merit.
Award of Merit, Building and Engineering Science. Finalist: Blackwell Shoppers Drug Mart Flagship. Shoppers Drug Mart's new flagship building integrates the rich character of the original heritage structure with a new contemporary, historically sensitive infill. The construction approach uses innovative new mass timber technologies to take full advantage of the heritage structure and to help address the limitations of the site. This retail building resides at the corner of Yonge and Charles Street in the heart of Toronto. It was the first mass timber project in Toronto to have cleared the city approvals process. One of the main goals of the design was to retain and restore the 1880s heritage facades, which are located at a key Yonge Street view terminus. Finalist: WSP Recladding Project at Richmond Adelaide Centre. WSP's multidiscipline consulting engineering services were obtained for the investigation, design, and construction. Working on 2 fully occupied buildings required an approach that minimized disruption to building occupants and the public. The prefabricated cladding solution, full site protection, and overhead work area enabled the project to be completed quickly while delivering a higher performing envelope with a renewed aesthetic. This project was transformative and demonstrates Oxford's commitment to excellence in real estate development, tenant services, and sustainability. And the winner is Blackwell Shoppers Drug Mart Flagship.
Hello everyone. The team at Blackwell is grateful to receive this award for the Shoppers Drug Mart project on Yonge and Charles Street in Toronto. It was a pleasure working with such a great team, which was instrumental in the success of this project. Brooke McElroy, ERA, JMC, and Timber Systems. Of course, we want to thank the owner for this opportunity to push the boundaries of mass timber construction and for setting a great example in the industry. I want to thank the ACEC Ontario and the judges for the recognition and this prestigious award. Thank you very much.
Award of Merit, Environment. Finalist: GHD Limited, YDSS Force Main Twinning Project. York Region is one of the fastest growing municipalities in Canada. To provide future resiliency to aging infrastructure, an upgrade to the YDSS sewer system was necessary. The fast-paced project included the longest curved microtunnel drive in North America, measuring 1,132 meters in length with a 500-meter radius curve. In less than 1 year, the project team successfully completed all 7 microtunneling drives, followed by installation of carrier pipe and construction of chambers, a successful massive undertaking. Finalist: Jacobs Engineering Group, Hanlon Feeder Main. The region of Peel retained Jacobs and WSP for design and contract administration of a new feeder main to ensure supply for future growth and meet supply commitments to the region of York. This is the largest water main construction project in the history of the region of Peel, including an extensive public relations program, smaller sub-transmission and local water mains, sewers, road and bike path improvements, and the first known application of spray disinfection for a feeder main. And the winner is GHD Limited, YDSS Force Main Twinning Project.
On behalf of the region, GHD is extremely honored to accept the OEPA Award for the YDSS Force Main Twinning Project.
Our committed partnership throughout design and construction with GHD, York Region, Wardenburg, was not only a successful experience, but one that we'd be proud to be part of.
A special thank you to the Capital Planning and Delivery Environmental Services Department for shepherding this project through successful completion. Thank you, Shu He, Susan Hansler, Adam Latchman, Daniel Babincy, Jose Oliveira, and the entire project team for making this project truly successful.
Award of Merit, Industry, Energy, and Resources. Finalist, BBA 300 Megawatt Henvey Inlet Wind Project. BBA designed and commissioned the 300 Megawatt Henvey Inlet Wind Project, the largest single-phase facility of its kind in Ontario. BBA successfully completed this project in conjunction with CER, a general contractor specializing in renewable energy. Challenging soil conditions, a sensitive ecosystem, and record snowfalls exacerbated the project's complexity, but this was no match for BBA. They successfully delivered the facility, which now provides substantial social, environmental, and economic benefits, including $10 million annually for the band and clean energy for 100,000 homes across the province. Finalist, Hatch Limited, Kelso Dam Urgent Repairs and Rehabilitation Project. The Kelso Dam near Milton, Ontario, developed a boil and evidence of turbid discharge immediately downstream of the outlet works. To manage the risk of potential dam failure or breach, Hatch recommended increased surveillance, monitoring, and reservoir lowering. Hatch effectively designed remedial works including geotechnical monitoring, an energy-dissipating stilling basin for the spillway and enhancements to the emergency spillway, resulting in significant reliability and safety improvements to reduce the risks to the downstream communities and environs. And the winner is BBA 300 Megawatt Henvey Inlet Wind Project.
Hi, I'm Peter Kelly, Director of BBA's Toronto office. BBA is proud to have been part of this renewable energy project that provides substantial benefits for the Henvey Inlet First Nation and clean energy for over 100,000 homes. I want to congratulate all members of the team for making this project a success, including our clients CER and Pattern Energy. I'd also like to thank ACEC Ontario for organizing this great event that celebrates how consulting engineering is improving our communities every day. Thank you.
Award of Merit, Project Management. Finalist, Parsons, Major Mackenzie Drive Schedule C Municipal Class Environmental Assessment and Preliminary Design and Detailed Design. The City of Vaughan required assistance in improvement of the Major Mackenzie area. Parsons undertook a Schedule C Municipal Class Environmental Assessment for Major Mackenzie Drive from Highway 400 to Jane Street. The improvement included widening to 6 lanes and a multi-use pathway. The assignment included reconfiguration of the bridge over Highway 400, normalization of the west to north ramp, rehabilitation and widening of the 2 rigid frame bridges, and landscape and drainage design. Parsons also provided design and contract administration services for this project. Finalist, SEMA Plus, Early Works Transmission Project. The Windsor-Detroit Bridge Authority, a Crown corporation, is responsible for the delivery of the new Gordie Howe International Bridge crossing between Windsor, Ontario and Detroit, Michigan. Preparatory activities at the site of the Canadian port of entry occurred in 2 phases. SEMA Plus services were procured during Phase 2 to relocate a complex network of Hydro One high-voltage electrical lines, both underground and to new overhead locations. And the winner is Parsons, Major Mackenzie Drive Schedule C Municipal Class Environmental Assessment and Preliminary Design and Detailed Design.
Hello. We'd like to thank the Association of Consulting Engineering Companies for this prestigious award for the Major Mackenzie Drive Improvements Project from Highway 400 to Jane Street. Here at Parsons, we've appreciated the opportunity to lead the environmental assessment, detailed design, and construction contract administration services for this critical infrastructure project. The improvements to Major Mackenzie Drive will support York Region's multimodal transportation objectives, including improved connections to the new Cordelucci Vaughan Hospital. We would like to thank our client and partner, York Region, and the region's project manager, Lloyd Fernandez, for their continued support throughout all phases of the project.
Award of Merit, Studies and Research. Finalist, Morrison Hirschfield. Mushkegowuk Council James Bay All-Season Road Feasibility Study. The Mushkegowuk Council retained Morrison Hirschfield to undertake a feasibility study for a new 525-kilometer all-season road connecting 4 western James Bay communities to each other and to the provincial highway network in the south. Challenges such as a vast study area, remote fly-in communities, difficult geotechnical conditions, and diverging community views were overcome through a combination of innovation, technical excellence, traditional knowledge, environmental studies, and extensive engagement with community leaders and residents. Finalist, WSP, Climate Change Adaptation Approaches and Planning Considerations for York Region's Water and Wastewater Systems. By regarding the novelty of climate change adaptation, this project study identified climate change impacts and risks for York Region's water and wastewater infrastructure and how initiatives can be proactively implemented to ensure the resilience of its systems. With the successful implementation of WSP's highly detailed recommendations, York Region will be one of the first organizations to incorporate these innovative climate change actions into their water and wastewater system organizational processes and requirements. And the winner is Morrison Hirschfield, Mushkegowuk Council James Bay All-Season Road Feasibility Study.
Good evening. My name is Andrew Harkness, Director and Senior Project Manager with Morrison Hirschfield. We are very pleased to have worked with the Mushkegowuk Council on their interesting and challenging James Bay All-Season Road Feasibility Study. Traditional knowledge, innovation, and extensive community engagement all came together to produce a successful study and project outcome. Thank you very much to ACEC Ontario for selecting our team for a 2021 Ontario Engineering Project Award.
Award of Merit, Transit. Finalist, Dillon Consulting Limited, Dundas Place Flexible Street. The City of London had a vision to transform Dundas Street in downtown London into Dundas Place. This would be a public space and cultural hub that will encourage residential intensification in the core, showcasing the built heritage of the area and shape the downtown area for decades to come. Dillon provided the overall design, planning, and engineering expertise to turn Dundas Street into a flexible environment that is shared by pedestrians, cyclists, and motorists. Finalist, R.V. Anderson Associates Limited, Alton Village Streetscaping and Road Construction. R.V. Anderson was retained by the Region Appeal for detailed design and construction services for the reconstruction of 2 kilometers of road. This included 2 new bridge structures, improved public facilities, new streetscaping, and beautification. The village of Alton received a revitalized commercial center, and the showcase project provided low impacts to 2 sensitive watercourses and provincially significant wetlands. Project goals were achieved through an aggressive schedule and minimized impacts to the community during construction. And the winner is Dillon Consulting Limited, Dundas Place Flexible Street.
Hi, it's Brian Houston from Dillon Consulting. On behalf of Dillon, I'd like to thank ACEC for recognizing the Dundas Place Flex Street with this tremendous award. I'd like to acknowledge the City of London Council for their vision for the project and city staff who worked so hard to make it happen. I'd also like to acknowledge Amico Infrastructure for their role during construction, as well as our sub-consultants, GEL, ARA, and Golder Associates. Thank you very much.
Again, our host, Kevin Frankish.
Well, this year we have a new award category, the International Award. The judges were so impressed with one project, they decided to add the new category. Kirsten, tell us more about it.
Hatch Limited Hell's Kitchen Geothermal Study Project has made such an impact, judges felt it needed to be recognized. Here is Judges Panel Foreman John Thompson to tell us more.
Among the many great entries this year in the Ontario Engineering Project Awards was a submission by Hatch entitled Hell's Kitchen Geothermal Power and Lithium Extraction Facility Study for the Salton Sea area of the Imperial Valley in California. The geothermal energy would be captured and used to produce power to extract lithium from the earth, an important element in today's society. The judges were clearly impressed, and we have awarded it the impressive International Project Award by an Ontario consulting company for this year.
Hatch provided engineering services to CTR for the development of a high-temperature flash steam geothermal power plant, which will integrate a lithium extraction facility in the Salton Sea region in California. By combining direct lithium extraction with renewable geothermal power, CTR can deliver one of the most sustainable battery-grade lithium products in the world today. Hatch designed a flow sheet incorporating proprietary selective lithium extraction technology from geothermal brine while adhering to stringent environmental regulations.
Hello, Ontario Consulting Engineers Awards. It is my honor tonight to accept this award on behalf of my colleagues at Hatch, myself, and our client, Controlled Thermal Resources. We're very proud of our partnership with Controlled Thermal Resources in developing and deploying state-of-the-art technology and lithium extraction from geothermal brine, powered completely from geothermal energy. We thank you for the incredible recognition of our engineers at Hatch as they make positive change here in Ontario and around the world. Thank you.
Back to you, Kevin.
Now for the big moment, the Willis Chipman Award. This award is presented to the firm whose project best demonstrates the important contribution of consulting engineering, improving the economic, social, and environmental quality of life in Ontario. This award season has been like no other, and it reigns true for the Willis Chipman Award. Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time ever, we have two projects that are finalists for the award. Take a look.
Willis Chipman Award finalist. Integral Group, George Brown College, The Arbor. George Brown College's The Arbor is anticipated to become Toronto's first tall-wood, low-carbon institutional building, bringing a unique deep green element to the waterfront campus. This structure is set to revolutionize Toronto's building landscape, advancing Canada's sustainability agenda by becoming the first tall-wood research institute in the country. A net zero carbon target has been set by George Brown College in their commitment to sustainability, as well as minimum LEED Gold and Toronto Green Standard V3 Tier 4. Finalist: Blackwell, Shoppers Drug Mart flagship. Shoppers Drug Mart's new flagship retail building, residing at the corner of Yonge and Charles Street in downtown Toronto, represents the first mass timber project in Toronto to have cleared the city approvals process. Retaining and restoring the 1880s heritage facades, which are located at a key Yonge Street view terminus, was a key objective of this project. This building integrates the rich character of the original heritage structure with a new contemporary, historically sensitive infill. The construction approach uses advanced new mass timber technologies to take full advantage of the heritage structure and to help address the limitations of the site. And the winner is Integral Group, George Brown College, The Arbor.
Hi everyone, my name is Mike Gottawa. I'm a senior principal with Integral Group. I'm proud and honored to accept this award on behalf of our entire team at Integral and our consulting team colleagues, including Moriyama Tashima Architects and Acton Austria Architects. The Arbor project demonstrates how a zero-carbon building can be designed and built in Ontario using mass timber and natural ventilation as primary drivers towards reducing carbon. We would like to thank George Brown College for their vision and support in achieving this remarkable building.
And now, please welcome Bill Allison, ACEC Ontario Board Chair.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank everyone for making time in your schedule to attend this event. This year has been a challenging one, and I am pleased we could set aside some time to celebrate some success in our community. Let's also give a virtual warm round of applause to Kevin Frankish for being such a wonderful MC. Thank you, Kevin. You've always made this event an enjoyable one that I look forward to. My name is Bill Allison of Dillon Consulting Limited, and I am the chair of the ACEC Ontario Board of Directors and have been involved with ACEC Ontario for more than 10 years at both the chapter and provincial levels. I'd like to start by congratulating all of today's winners, and as an engineer and having been involved in previous award wins, I'm incredibly proud of all the projects that were submitted by our ACEC Ontario member firms. The awards program was created to highlight the importance of the consulting engineering industry, and each one of these projects showcases the vital role we play in improving all aspects of life in our communities and beyond. We should all be very proud of the impact each project showcased today and all the other projects completed by our member firms will have on the community we are all part of. I would also like to say thank you to the clients who are at the core and sustain our industry. I think it's worth stating the obvious that without the great clients we have here in Ontario, that none of this would be possible. In speaking to them directly in my role as chair, I have found that they are universally supportive of our organization and its goals. And so let's give a virtual round of applause for all the clients that are tuning in tonight. Lastly, I would like to thank the staff at ACEC Ontario for all the work they did to make this virtual event a success. This is year 2 of going virtual. Let's all hope we can get together in person next year to reestablish and renew acquaintances and friendships. Thank you all for tuning in. Stay safe. Enjoy the rest of the night. Back to you, Kevin.
Well, that brings us to the end of another awards gala. Thank you and congratulations to all of the finalists, all of the winners, and all of the firms that submitted projects for consideration. As Bill said, engineering projects play a vital role in improving all aspects of daily life in Ontario and around the world, and for that, we thank you, all of our ACEC Ontario member firms. Well, I said it last year, here's hoping it holds true for next year. Let's hope that we can all be here in this ballroom together. Thank you for joining us this evening. Have a good night.